Bezlo Music Talk, sponsored by Kaiser Travel, your one-stop destination on all your shopping needs on the web. That's Kaiser Travel at YTB Travel and slash Kaiser Travel. Kaiser Travel has all your needs as far as travel to destinations, hotels, car rentals, and other things like personal needs like flowers, auto needs like AutoZone, Walmart, and all. And you get a discount if you go through Kaiser Travel at YTB Travel. They are the sponsors of the Bezlo Network and Bezlo Music Talk. Welcome to Bezlo Music Talk. Monday is the name of this episode. I'd like to say hello to everybody who are joining in to an interesting conversation about what I think. God knows. Yeah. I'd like to say hello to everybody. How was your weekend? And the beginning of your new week, and I hope everything goes fine. Yes. Just want to play some music for you in the background. Hustle with Rapture. That's the name of the tune. Yes, got to play more than 30 seconds of it to please iHeartRadio. Yes. Y'all got it, guys? Yes. Let's say hooray to the Redskins. If you hate them or love them, they won a game with a cost. RG out probably for the whole season. I'm a Redskin fan, but I haven't been watching none of the games because my wife has kept me busy because she do not want depressed husband who goes to church on Sunday, watch the Redskins, and get into a grumpy mood. That's right. So she been finding things for me to do on purpose to keep me from watching the Redskins, which I probably would have been cheering, but then I would have been sad. But they won. We had discussion with some other Redskins fans, and Cousins seems like he's ready because he can play in the new coach system, Gruden system, and he's adopted for that. It's so ironic that RG3 completed a pass and got hurt. Well, we'll pray for him and hope he get better and recover. You know, I mean, this kid is just, last year was bad enough, and this year he trying to learn a new system, a new coach, and man, we're gonna pray for him. This is a time where you really need faith. Well, anyway, let's talk about what's been going on in my little mind. I just find it interesting that I went to the movies yesterday, and it was great going to the movies and seeing a whole lot of people going to a movie that show a man abusing women. Felt kind of awkward, you know, with all the stuff that was going on in the news about the Baltimore Ravens and all, you know. Then go to a movie that show a man strangling a woman to death. Something else, you know. I think Sony, Columbia just had bad timing, and They put these release dates almost a year in advance. And who would have known that domestic violence shook its ugly head, and especially in the NFL? Don't you have enough violence on the football field before you got to go and strike your girlfriend, now your wife? And domestic violence is something that I want to say, and this is one thing. Domestic violence means that no one, repeat, hear me straight, no one has the right to put their hands on nobody else. That's right. And to those women who wants to be Muhammad Ali and all that, or Floyd Mayweather, that don't mean that you got the right females to strike a man. And the reason why I say this is, if we both learn how to not raise our hands, the world will be a better place. Man, you know that you don't have a right to hit a woman. And no means, no ways, but I know, being for real, that some women like to strike out. If a woman hits you, brothers, run. Run like Forrest. Run, Forrest, run. One away from the situation. Don't try to knock her out or try to hit her. Don't put your hands no way, because in society and the way the laws are set, you don't have a chance. I don't care what she do, what she did, who she did it to. If you find yourself in a confrontation, run. You run away. Yeah, because you know why? Because the only way she could get in any trouble is she run after you. Holler for help. Don't get yourself entangled where you be with a woman, she trips and fall and bump her head and you go to jail. Yes. Don't never get yourself cornered or nothing. And I know there's some women that get abused every day. And to those sisters out there, why are you still with them? Don't talk about economics. You could better yourself. I know you say, well, you don't know Joseph. He's a good provider. A good provider that use your head as a punching bag is not providing you nothing but a short life. And love don't mean pain. And I just want to say this, that people say, well, abuse is something, but it's a no. And especially, you don't live back there in the color purple days. You can't be Harpo. You know that. And if you got problems with anger and rages and all, you need to go and get help. I'm not saying that it's right, but you need to stand down. That's what I'm saying. Stand down. And it's probably hard if you grew up and you seen your daddy beat your mama. You think it's cool, I can go and beat my girlfriend and wife. It's not. It's a sad situation on things. I think that a whole lot of people out here got to look at and really talk to and get support on helping people who have rage, anger, and all that. It's a very bad situation. And I just want to say to people out there, the best way for a couple is to talk to each other, and when arguments get heated, have a safe word, or if you both disagree, you know, cut it off. If neither one is budging and nobody's opinion is changing. And also keep your argument about what's today's event. Your argument should be about, because people going to argue. Come on, man. This is for real. But keep the argument about what the problem is today, this hour and minute and time that you and your partner have. Do not go and put your lowdowns in the past, because the argument is supposed to be about this issue. Because once you change it about something that's supposed to be forgiven 3 months ago, then nobody is going to hear what's going on now. It's going to be an array of back and forth and put down, I got you, high five, and then they go and put you down. And then the problem that was at the beginning is forgotten. And I just feel like people should know this. Now, if you got a problem and you got to raise your hand, I want you to think before you even get there. Think about the consequences and the things that could change your life when you hit another person. I'm going to take it like this. Anybody. Male, female, another guy, when you raise that hand, you need to think about where this could go. It could go to jail time. It could go with the loss of your life. So, is it really worth to strike out at another person? And those are my rules of that. If you can't run, do something. Don't sit there if things are getting emotional, if people are picking up knives and all that. Just leave. And on top of that, when you leave where you can see everything. If a person's going to try to make you sucker punch you into swinging, they come at you but really want you to hit them, you got to be smart. You got to break away from that. Name calling, they could call you punk and you ain't a man and all that. Don't even there. There's some women out there could say things that really hurt the core. And that's why I did your best friend like that. I did your best friend. You ain't nothing in the bed. Don't get falling up into that trap. Leave it alone. I do believe that sometimes relationships, you really got to, when you get to know a person, you talk about all this. Talk about domestic violence. How do they feel about it? How do you feel about it? And what can you both do together to avoid getting into confrontation? They put this high price or high football player, but domestic violence is every day. How about the people who don't get the money? And then I'm going to tell you something else that disturbed me too. Oh, she married him because of money. Wait a minute. She stayed with him because of the money? How about the sisters that's out there now staying with men that can't get a job, won't get a job, and getting beat down? So what you saying about them? Help them get better and loving themselves. Sometimes you can love another person so much, you forget about yourself. You love them so much, you let them whoop your butt every day. Because I love him. Love yourself. God made you. And he made your body to take care and love yourself. Don't be crazy about falling for somebody that that only thing they care is just using you as a one of those bags in the gym, poo poo, hit you over every little thing. You know, things that not even your fault. You get beat down because another man smiled at you. You get beat down because, you know, you didn't bring the right pair of shoes. You get beat down because you turned the TV from another station. It's your life. You got to live. So this is my thing about domestic violence. I'm not even going to mention the people named in it because I'm talking about what people deal with every day. The people out here that work and got to deal with every day, that go home and come back and got black eyes, got their hair covering one eye because it's black and all that stuff. The people that go home and come back got scratches and all that. It's no fun. You weren't born in this world to become somebody punching bag. And to the women who, because there are people out here, let's keep it real. There's people out here that use laws that was really there to protect women who are abused. Now there's some women out here that use those laws because they ain't woman enough to get rid of the man. They sucker a man to punch so they can have an excuse to leave and all that stuff. To, you know, the laws are there to protect. Don't use them and abuse them so they can repeal them and say they're not fair. And to every brother out there, let's keep it real. You cannot do what you see in the movies. You got to be real and realize that your hands don't belong on a woman. But I go further. Women, your hands don't belong on a man. Men supposed to walk away. But if you sitting up there trying to put your nails through his skin, what you think going to happen? He going to try to get away from you, but in the process, he'll knock you down trying to get away from you, and then that's abuse too. If that's what you want, you know. If you don't trust your men, if you don't trust your women, the woman that you will, leave. You can't beat nobody into doing what you want them to do. I don't care who it is. She is not your piece of paper that you own. She is not your cell phone. You don't even, you hit a woman, but you won't let that cell phone hit the ground. You'll buy $100 case to protect that bad boy from getting abused, but you'll hit your woman. That's not love. That's craziness. And I'm just letting you know, men, as we are men from God, we got brains that make us think. I want all brothers out there to think. Don't matter. I seen a brother about 2 years ago, and this is no lie. I was in Janus Shopping Center. Brother got in an argument with his girlfriend in the car. I'm walking past the parking lot. The argument got heated and heated. She started hitting on him. This brother got out the car. He got out the car, did not argue back. He got away. He had his cell phone and his laptop in the car. She took the laptop and cell phone and threw it out the car. And then took the car keys and ran over it. Ran over it. This brother did not do nothing. He walked away. And don't you know, He walked away. She tried to hit him with the car. He did not say a cuss word. He just walked away. Kept walking. She got out the car and started running after him. He ran. He ran. He ran in Jana. If you know anything about, if you ever been to Jana Shopping Center, he was up there by Dollar Deal. I saw the brother. He was running so fast. He ran past Dollar Deal all the way down to where the Circuit City used to be, still running, trying to run away from that woman because he did not want to fight her. He could have just turned around when she ran over his computer and phone and just snapped off. He ran away from her. He ran so far, he ran all the way to McDonald's. She's still chasing after him. That's a brother didn't want no confrontation. So brothers, she left the car running. She wanted a fight. He refused to fight her. Do many of us, could we have done that really? Could we have done that? With the grace and power, you got to pray and just keep your patience. So I'm just telling you, right now, I commend him. I mean, like, he shows a whole lot of courage and man because she was out of control. I know a whole lot of brothers, you throw their computer and their cell phone, they might just go in here and kill you. So I'm saying that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Sometimes people do hurt behind the belt and say things that hurt you. But you got to learn how to run away from the situation. And then once you get away, then you got to sit down and say, is this worth it? If you are arguing almost every weekend, if you don't go get help or counseling, why are you going to stay in a relationship that's got a time bomb ready to explode? So this is what I want you, these brothers, to realize. Your hands don't belong on a woman, and you women, your hands, because the brothers don't touch you, you do not have the right to put your hands on a man. Now I know some folks say, no, because we stronger, but why is your hands on him? If he's not got his hands on you, why are you sitting up here abusing him? Or he can take it. Why he got to take it? Keep your hands to yourself too. And then some of y'all, some females, they get crazy. They like beating on men. I had a thing happen to me about 20 years ago. I was leaving the house. My next door neighbor and me had some words, and I decided to go in the car. She turned around and told me, put your hands up. I said, for what? Because I'll whoop your butt. I said, no, you won't. She said, yes, I will. I'll whoop your butt. I said, you going to fight me? Yeah, come on. She called me all kinds of things. I said, lady, I ain't going to fight you. I'm going to call the law and put you in jail if you keep following me. She tried to come up to the car where I was getting in and swung on me, like I said, sucker punch so I could hit her. I didn't. I went down the street and called 911 and had her arrested. She said, you ain't a man. No, I didn't want to hit on no woman, but I ain't going to fall into that trap. And this woman was crazy. I did ask her one question when she was talking. I said, don't you have a man? She said, I beat him. Oh, so you beat your man, so you think you can go out here and beat every man? Lady, I ain't got time for that. I don't even know you. Why I'm going to be out here fighting you? Because if I did, if it be seen and I'm fighting her, even though she was the aggressor, I'm be at fault for everything that she do. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You still will be at fault. You still be looked down, and you still. So the best thing I tell you, men, leave. Especially if you don't have nobody that can back your story up. Leave. There's some women out here that will self hurt themselves to get you in trouble. Well, that's I did not plan on talking that much about domestic violence, but it's a real thing. It's something that all couples should talk, especially when you first meet somebody. And then another thing, talk some stuff that you need to talk. Learn out about your partner. Don't wait till you, God forbid, live together. Then you find out all the crazy things about them. And that's Monday. Oh yeah. Until I guess this week the people will be ordering their new iPhones. The ones that iPhone 6 iPhones are getting bigger. What took them so long? Uh, I guess it's time to get rid of the iPhone you bought last year. My question to people who got iPhones: is it that important that you have to have a new phone every year? I mean, like, can't you just skip a year? Really? I mean, it's a great product, but I mean, aren't you getting tired of Tim Cook coming out telling you this is the best iPhone ever? Didn't he say that about the iPhone 5 last year? But if you got the money, go ahead. But it just seems to be crazy for anything. I'm not, even though I'm an Android user, I'm not going to get the next note. If nothing's wrong with your note or your Galaxy 4, keep it going. I know that the phones ain't meant to last forever because the upgrade in technology and all that. But every year, man, my goodness. Well, am I near the microphone now? I've been laying back in the chair. This 30 minutes of Bezlo Talk is just about over. And I want to thank our sponsor, Kaiser Travel, your one-stop destination for all your travel needs on the web. Just go to YTB Travel, and that little box you see, put in Kaiser Travel, Kaiser with a K. And you'll be surprised. You can get your car rentals for out of town, your hotel, your airplane reservation, all that good stuff at Kaiser Travel. This is Bezlo. Enjoy you. Give me some comments and all on Facebook, or you like or dislike. And I'll see you again. Love. Oh, by the way, I want to thank some great people. I want to thank my wife, Cheryl Bezlo, for her support. I also like to thank Anthony Baum for his support, and my son, Joseph Smith, and my daughter, Tiffany, for their support. Until next time, trying to make it 30 seconds, so I'm trying to make it stretch. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. This is Bezlo. I'll see you. Bye.